So fine that I really want to make you wine. Yo, what is going on, squad? It's your freaking boy. It's your freaking boy. Let's go. Yeah. What is popping, yo? Let's freaking get it. What is up? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, IG, TikTok. We're back. We're back. We're live. Let's get it. I'm fucking stoked. I'm stoked. We're going to share some good energy tonight, baby. We're going to share some good energy. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Let's freaking go. Today's episode is going to be a banger. I just got a fresh cut. We're feeling nice. We're flying to Houston tomorrow. We got the show on Friday. I'm fucking stoked. Let's go. All right. So I want to get into today's episode because I'm freaking starving. I need to shower and I still have to pack. So with that being said, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Boom. What is going on, squad? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. It's your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about leaving no stone unturned. What does that mean? Okay, I really like to start these with questions. Leaving no stone unturned. What does that mean? It means that you are relentless in your pursuits. Why is that important? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? I'm going to say that again. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Now, for me personally, when I was growing up and I was playing football, baseball, I was always the kid that cut corners. All of my coaches always said that I was the lazy kid. I would take plays off. I would be looking for the shortcuts. And the answer, the truth, is that I was. I was that guy. I was always cutting corners. I was overweight. I was always looking for the shortcut. I wasn't willing to do the work. And that is the problem. Is when you're always looking for the quick fix, the shortcut, trying to take the easy road. If anything, long term, that's more difficult. Can you resonate with that at all? Does that make sense? Is that clear? Nod your head if you're listening to this on the replay. If you hear me live, let me know. Because this is the thing, right? I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys for a second. When I was growing up, I was always so upset with myself that I didn't get the results that I wanted, you know, and over time, I've realized that in order to actually level up, you need to leave no stone unturned. What does that mean? It means giving 100%, no matter the fuck what. And giving you a little bit of context, I'm flying out to Houston, Texas tomorrow. I'm competing in my first bodybuilding show. And that's what I wanted to say on that. I have given 1,000,000% of my efforts to this prep since I started back in February. So you're going on almost 5 months now. And personally, honestly, with true conviction, there is not a single fucking thing that I would change. Why? Because I've given every ounce of my being, every ounce of effort that I possibly could have to this prep with my nutrition, my training, my posing, my sleep, my steps, my cardio, everything. Hiring a coach, being in a mentorship program, being in the right rooms, asking questions, being coachable, doing all the things that nobody wants to fucking do. Half the time, I don't fucking want to do it. You think I want to do 2 hours of cardio every day and track every piece of food and be in a huge calorie deficit and starve myself and pretty much not eat? Like, I'm not saying that's what you should do, but the principle of it is that when you give 1,000,000% of your efforts towards the things that you are doing, then you could look back with conviction and say, hey, I did everything I possibly could. I could live with the result. Like, truthfully, I don't give a fuck if I win. I don't. Like, obviously, I want to. I signed up. I want to compete. I want to take the trophy. But at the same time, like, I know in my heart and soul that there's not a single thing that I would do differently because I've given 1,000,000% to that. Like, who are you when nobody's watching? That's the question. I'm flying out tomorrow. And I know that for the last 4 or 5 months when nobody's watching, I've been putting in the fucking reps. I haven't missed. Okay? And that's the thing. So ask yourself that question. Can you say the same thing? Would you change what you're doing? If so, let's be proactive with that right now and take the steps necessary to change that. Because this is my personal opinion, right? Like, when I'm older, and I said this earlier today with my clients as well, when I'm 60, 70, God bless if I get there, all I want to be able to say is that I gave 100%. That's it. I just don't want to have regret. And that's how I operate day to day. All I'm trying to do is proactively do what I need to in order to not experience regret. It's a very simple process. Yes, there's days I'm not motivated because I don't think motivation is something to really hang on because it comes and goes. Motivation is fleeting. We need to understand your why. Why are you doing the things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis? When you ask yourself those questions and you reverse engineer it and you say, well, I want to look at why do you want to look at? Why do I want to do a fitness competition? Why did I sign up? Because I needed to push the limits. I accepted that I didn't know it all. I said, hey, I need to hire a coach. I need to be better. I need to set the example because I have clients. I have a community that I need to show up with. And I felt complacent. I felt myself hitting a plateau. And my friend reached out to me with this opportunity and I said, fuck it. And then I went all in. I hired the coach. I've been on go since February for the last almost 5 fucking months now. So that's the thing. Can you say the same thing? Leaving no stone unturned. Who are you when nobody's watching? That's the true test of character, right? Does that make sense? Are you guys getting value so far? TikTok, what do you guys think? Instagram, what do we got? My freaking barber just popped in. He literally just cut my hair. How we looking, baby? Let's go. We're leaving tomorrow. We're flying out tomorrow. Does that make sense, guys? What do you think? If you're with me and you're getting value so far, just drop some emojis in the comments. Love to hear from you guys, okay? So today's podcast episode is brought to you by low calories and low energy, but we're fucking having a good time, okay? So let's keep this rolling. Now, that's all that I want to be able to say. I really can't stress that enough. I don't care if I win. I don't really, listen, don't get me wrong. Obviously I'm going into it with that mentality, but I know I've done every single thing that I possibly could have, which is why I'm on here on 5 different platforms, recording this audio as a podcast, saying it with conviction, because when I look back and I reflect on the amount of effort and the choices that I've made since I started, I wouldn't change a single fucking thing. And that's the mindset that we need to operate if we want to achieve whatever it is that you desire. So ask yourself that question. Are you giving 100%? You know damn well if you are or not. And the reason I'm pushing this message, because the only thing that matters is the relationship that you have with yourself. And if you don't like what you see in the mirror, regardless if it's physical or even just mentally how you're feeling about yourself, if you don't like that, that is a choice that is in your control. And whether you choose to believe that or not, I say this so often on this podcast, but it doesn't matter what you think of me. It doesn't matter what my opinion says. Ultimately, it's your belief. But your belief, your life, is a culmination of your choices that is created on a daily basis. And I'm here to tell you and maybe spark some inspiration that if you don't like where you are or who you are, you can change that. You don't have to stay stuck there. I fucking hated the person that I was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I came out of college. I had no purpose, couldn't find a job, had no money. I was overweight. I was in a toxic relationship. I was complacent in my routines. Since that time, I've quit my corporate job. I've started my own business. I've built up a good clientele. I've moved to a new city. I've been able to sign up for my first fitness competition, hire a bunch of business coaches and mentors, and immerse myself into this industry where now I feel really confident. Why? It's created. Confidence is fucking created through action. I haven't always been this way. I like this version that you're listening to, this coach, this trainer, this guy, everything I'm speaking about was all created by simply making a choice. And I said this earlier today as well. We all start somewhere, no matter who you are or what the fuck you do. Everybody starts somewhere. But I guarantee you this, if you're not willing to take that first step and get outside of your comfort zone and do what's necessary to move the needle, then you're never going to get there. And logically, when you think about that, if you are continuously making the same choices, then for argument's sake, you'll probably get the same result. And I think so many times I see a lot of people try to complicate the process. But in reality, and this is something that I focus on with my clients too, in reality, all we have to do is just try to take a little bit of action every day. Just putting in effort. Literally just simply trying. You'd be surprised how far that could actually take you. That's what I believe success is, in my opinion, is just putting in effort and doing the best that you can. It looks different for everybody, and there's no such thing as 100%. We're human beings. We're born to make mistakes. The only way that we're going to be able to succeed is if we're able to push through failure. Failure is a necessity to growth, to change, whatever it is. I'm a young guy, and the only thing that has kept me grounded is having faith and trusting the process and being okay with making mistakes. So if you take nothing else from this live stream or this podcast episode, take that. If you want to change in any aspect of your life, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, whatever it is, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Be okay with making mistakes. You're going to look stupid. Everybody starts somewhere. I had no fucking idea what I was doing when I started these live streams. Okay, my biggest fear is public speaking. Okay, I'm just a fat, lazy kid, according to my high school football coaches. You know, and it's funny thinking about that because that's what it is. I just chose to not accept that as my reality. And I've been willing to do whatever it takes in order to make that change because I used to fucking hate the person that I was. And simply put, there's no separation between me or you or anybody who's listening to this. The only change, the only difference is continuously getting outside your comfort zone and taking action, regardless of how you feel. Showing up when you don't feel like it. That's just what it is. You know, like you don't have to listen to me. You could search this on any YouTube channel, any person, any successful person says the same shit. It's created. And how do you do that? By keeping the promises that you make to yourself, by following through and creating conviction, by doing the things you said you were going to do. And that's it. So guys, leave no stone unturned. Please, 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 please do something with this. Give 100% because I know over time that'll allow you to create the life you want and you can look back with no regrets. So hope you got some value, peace, love, and protein. And I'll see you guys in the next one. What do we think? What do we think? Was that valuable? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. What do you guys think? Just go outside. That's how it's done. Confidence is built through hard work. Absolutely. I could not agree more. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys got some value. I was actually contemplating on not doing this because for someone my coach dropped my calories again. So I'm at like 1,200 today, 2 hours of cardio, plus training, running my business, touching base with all 35 of my clients, delivering these messages, hopping on meetings, calls, everything. It doesn't end. And then look, boom, I have one of my rockstar clients, Jamie, who we were communicating before I got on here. And then she pops in. Like, it's God's plan, man. I have faith in the process. I have surrendered. You know, I think so often we get attached to external outcomes with thinking things need to look a certain way. And I'm here to tell you that we need to let go of that. You know, yes, I'm nervous for my competition, but again, sitting in those feelings and worrying about the what ifs and the things that are outside of my control is not serving me in any way. And all that's doing is robbing me of my own peace and happiness. So if I'm trying to create a life that I'm proud of and try to be the happiest, best version of myself, then none of that serves me, right? None of that is moving my needle. And if I truly want to cultivate the things that I want, then it's imperative for me to do that and operate from that mindset. And again, that is a fucking choice, right? You are what you do. You're not what you say. You'll do something. Something I'm guilty of forgetting a lot of time, but it's very powerful. Jamie, I appreciate you showing up. I know we had the conversation, and I'm excited to see you implement, okay? Universe God always has a plan. Best of luck with your competition. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. You the man. Let's scroll through these comments. You have to take this first step and fix your haircut. What's the matter with the haircut, man? I actually love it. I'm growing out a mullet, baby. Social media does weird things to people. I don't know why TikTok's always be hating, but whatever. Competed in my 10th year of bodybuilding, my first MP show last Saturday. That's amazing, brother. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go peace out because I have to pack. I'm flying out early tomorrow, and I want to make sure that I'm diligent and setting the right example that I always talk about with my clients. So that is it. That is all. Have the best night of your entire lives, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm flying out tomorrow.